to me.
You can see protesting.
Bob's on the arrest now. Bob's on the arrest.
You don't have to say anything that may harm your
Bob on the arrest.
Oh, what we're seeing here is Bob is being arrested now.
Do you understand that? I was making attempts to leave. I had my Uber booked for a minute. Just come this way, mate. So,
the specifics of it I'm still looking into, but we'll leave it with this for now. I'm assuming it was a dispersal order. Now, there was one statement made by him within the video that basically he'd booked an Uber, he was leaving the area, he's just waiting for it to arrive at the pin drop. Obviously, the police didn't take that as a reason or age into consideration. They can arrest a 17-year-old, but here's a bit more of information regarding that. So a dispersal order under a section 34, for example, of the Antisocial Behaviour and Crime Policing Act of 2014 allows police to direct people to leave an area if they believe the presence is likely to cause harm, harassment or distress. If a person doesn't comply with this order, they can then be arrested. But this is where it's a little bit So however, the police must have reasonable grounds for believing that the order is necessary. So if someone is waiting, for example, for an Uber, then simply they're not causing any disturbance that's visible. It might be a situation where the dispersal order just isn't applicable. So I'd say it was probably an unjust arrest, but it would depend on specific circumstances whether the police have reasonable belief that the order is necessary. Judging by the footage, somebody just waiting there, young guy dressed in a long peacoat, it's highly unlikely. And they have to use their discretion and judge a situation. So I think in this occasion, like so many we're seeing now, was it a reasonable thing? Not likely. So they've just arrested yet again another spokesperson of the right-hand movement against the immigration status situation. So I will see if any updates come my way. Thank you for dropping me the story to have a look at. And if I get any information as the day progresses, I will make sure I get a video update. But take a look at my other videos. You'll see the stance of certain things going on, especially if you come off the shorts and look at the proper video formats. There's a bit more in depth of situations within the country. But it is worrying that we're now arresting people just stood there just because they happen to be in an area. I can see the police's perspective, but if somebody poses no threat at all, I think they've abused that section, if that is the case, that they use that section at all. Here we go again. Another day in paradise. Take care.